here I am with James. Are you from Good Games Publishing?
No. I'm just the designer.
You're the designer of Drift.
Yeah.
It's a funky looking game.
Thank you.
Now, I've played Formula Day and I've played all these other little race car games.
Yeah.
What's different about this one?
So, whereas most other games are abstracting the idea of movement, this game is really about learning to drive your car most effectively around the track.
Okay.
So, it uses a unique tile placement mechanism. Let me just grab a couple of tiles.
Sure.
So you're plotting your movement around the track using these tiles. They're numbered 1 through 5, just like the gears of a manual transmission. And you can see down here in first gear, you're not moving very far, but first gear actually pivots in the previous tile about 45 degrees either way.
Okay.
If you're up here in fifth gives you lots of movement, but very, very little pivot movement. You have to play the tiles in a sequence such that each tile is only one higher, one lower, or the same as the previous tile played.
Yep.
So the game is all about speeding up, slowing down, hitting the apex of turns, trying to be slow in and fast out of the turns, just like a real race car.
Okay.
However, the game is called Drift, and it's because you can drift through turns. So drifting uses a slightly different tile. Called a drift tile. They work a little bit differently in that they plug into the corner of a previous tile played. They can be pivoted, but they can also be slid out.
Okay.
Drifting is almost never the fastest way to make it through a turn. In fact, it actually slows your car down a fair bit. But this little green tag on the end, if you can get it into one of the specially marked zones around the track, you're going to earn edge points. Edge points don't count for anything at the end of the race, but they can be spent to break certain rules of the game. So, for instance, normally players only play 5 tiles on their turn. For an additional 6 edge points, they can purchase an additional tile. It's called a nitro boost. For 2 points, you can do a power shift, which instead of, it allows you to skip through the gears. So I mentioned you have to change through the gears, you can skip up or down a gear. So because drifting slows you down in the race, it's all about choosing the right times to do it so that you're not losing as much distance and then hopefully gaining it back in spades later.
Right.
So,
what's the game length per player?
So at the moment with experienced players, a 2-lap race is taking us about 45 minutes to an hour, so it's pretty quick.
Yeah.
That can vary based on experience of the players and the size of the track. So the track's completely modular. I believe they're aiming to have about 30 tracks you can play with out of the box. So yeah, lots of variability, and yeah. One of the rules that we're not playing with today, which is more for experienced players, is you actually only get 45 seconds to take your turn. So you're playing against a timer. We're also talking about varying that time length based on the skill level of the players. So you'll be able to handicap some of the players and give them less time.
Okay. So where's it at in its development?
It's looking like early next year. They've only just started working on the art assets for the game. So the prototype is basically finished. The rules are in the bag. It's just a matter of getting those assets run. I believe they're trying to get a box ready to take to Essen in a couple of weeks. It's pretty exciting.
I'll be there. I'll be looking out for it.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. So
Excellent. Well, look, good luck with the project.
Thank you.
I love the look of it. The cars, do they come as they are? Or?
Unfortunately, no. What you're looking at on the table...
These are the sexy ones?
Yeah. I wanted to do something special for PAX, so I actually made a jumbo version of the game.
Right.
The game actually uses cars that are about this big.
Right.
They will be a plastic miniature in the game. Yeah. We wanted to do die-cast, but it was just too expensive.
It's better than a standee. So
exactly. Yeah. No standees.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks for your time, James.
Thank you.
Really good game. Good luck with it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.